and welcome to episode 91, part 1 of Africa's premier sports video podcast, the Three Quarters Podcast. As usual, remember to jump onto the hashtag Road to Japan to support the Kenya Simbas as they're still looking to qualify for the Rugby World Cup in 2019 in Japan. I'm Dimi Madofio.
And I'm Ngara Kamuya.
So Shuja has finally named the...
You're going to say Shuja.
It's hanging out with you all the time.
Anyway, huh?
Yes, so Shuja, the national Kenya Sevens team has named a 21-man squad for the Africa Sevens, which will be in October in Tunisia. So those 21 names, I'm just going to go through them. So we have Benjamin Marshall, Derek Keyoga. These names are always going to get me, but anyway. Gramal Bunyasi, Edmund Anya, Timothy Masi, Ahmed Shaban, or Shaban Ahmed, depending on how you know him. Mark Kromoy, Paul Mutsami, Arcadius Huesa, Brian Wahinya, Daniel Tabu, Eliakim Kichoi, Herman Humwa, Cyprian Kuto, Leonard Mugaisi, Mark Wandeto, Johnston Olindi, Charles Omondi, Michael Wanjala from Homeboys, not the one from KCB, Brian Wandera, and Alvin Otieno. So we're in Pool A with Morocco and Botswana. And with the squad that we have, I think whoever is selected to represent, Kenya, I think we have pretty good chances in that pool. We've got in Pool B, we've got Uganda, Senegal, and Ghana. In Pool C, we've got Zimbabwe, Tunisia, and Mauritius. And in Pool D, we've got Madagascar, Namibia, and Zambia. So how do you think this group of boys will perform? Of course, they're not all going to go, but you kind of have a rough idea of how we're going to look going into that tournament.
What I like from the team that has been chosen, or the pool of players that has been chosen to perform, or rather to train for the Africa Sevens, is a mixture. You have the likes of newbies. Fine, he might have featured for the 15th team, but he hasn't featured for the 7th team. Someone who I actually think is better suited for 7s than 15s, and that's Edmund Anya. You have the likes of Johnston Olindi, Eliakim Kichoi, Mark Kwemoy, guys who over the years have been thriving in the local 7th circuit. And now they have gotten a chance to train in the national setup. At the same time, you have guys who, off the top of my head, the two guys I think about is Michael Wanjala and Leonard Mugaisi, who are very integral in perhaps our most successful years in the 7th circuit. And that was when Mike Friday was coaching. So you have those two who have the international experience. You have Herman Humwa, who was involved in this past HSB circuit. You have Cyprian Kuto, who's been there for a minute. So you have Alvin Otieno, who was part of the team that
better known as Bufa.
That's what I just realized. I'd be saying Alvin Otieno and guys don't know who it is. Better known as Bufa, who was part of the team that actually won the 7s in Singapore. So you have a nice mesh of guys who are pretty experienced, guys who've been on the international stage, know what is required on the international stage, and they mesh with these youngsters. I think the guys who are going to take over the 7s, team, the Olindis, the Anyas, the Eliakim Kichois, the Makwemois, and I feel like it's a good mix. And all I can ask for is fine. It's exactly what we said last week. We already have the team in place, but where's the technical bench? Who is coaching these boys? As it is right now, I must say I'm impressed by the selection. The guys who are sitting down to do the selection of the players, I'm actually very impressed with what they've been able to come up with. Because the truth and the fact of the matter is that these guys have had a decent season.
They have. Although I get the sorry for cutting you short. I get the feeling that this squad is more sort of the better players on this squad are the ones that will join the final squad. I feel like this is not going to be the final squad that will play for the HSBC series.
Of course not.
I mean, we don't have our stalwarts, which, I mean, is fine. Well, we'd like to see new blood come through. And we'd like to see, who impresses in what position. And I mean, if you're putting, Collins Injera versus someone else, chances are that someone else will not get the position. So Africa Sevens is, kind of to test who we've got and if they can perform on that international stage.
One. Two, you also have to take into account the fact that a couple of the 7th guys have been selected for the repechage. Andrew Omonde, Nelson Oyo, William Barker, Dennis Ombachi.
Although hasn't Dennis Ombachi?
He's left. He's gone to Russia, but he had been selected. Collins Injera have been selected. Samuel H. They have been selected to represent Kenya at the repechage. So you don't know what's going to happen in Marseille
Yep.
later on in the year, they could get injured or someone could get injured. So you need a solid base of players
Yep.
who's going to be able to step in and fill. Okay, it's going to be difficult to fill the shoes,
Yes.
but at least put in some effort when we come up against the international big boys. And it's good to see. That's what I'm saying. It's good to see some of the names that have been there over the years.
Yeah, get selected again.
Leonard Mugaisi, Michael Wanjala. It's good to see them in the fold. So they have the experience of being at the top in terms of the local 7th circuit and having featured for the Shuja in past 7th series. Past competition. They know what is required. They know how hard you need to work to get to that level. They know how hard you need to work to remain at the top. And then you mesh with these guys who are young and hungry. You have, before even you get there, you have the likes of the Brian Wahinas who've been involved in the smaller tournaments.
On the fringes.
On the fringes, I think he went for some tournament in Zambia last year. So you have the Brian Wahinas, and then now you have the newbies who are getting into the fold. And they might think that, look, okay, fine, I had a good season, so hey, I'm the guy. But when you get to camp,
it's a whole different ballgame.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different ballgame. So it's I'm excited about the team that has been chosen, because the truth and the fact of the matter, the likes of Brian Wandera by there, who's reviving his career when he's with his switch to Homeboys. But what I was going to say is that the truth and the fact of the matter is, with what we've seen throughout the 7th circuit, these guys actually do deserve to don our colors. It's not the final squad that's going to go for the Africa Sevens.
Not just yet.
Not just yet, but whoever is going to be chosen from this is going to be a decent squad.
Yeah, definitely. What I also like from this is the fact that we have got a few players, like Brian Wandera and what's his name, Cyprian Kuto, who are powerful runners. What you see normally when we've got younger players is, they're smaller and they're not as well conditioned. They might have the speed and maybe the skill, but they will suffer when it comes to, the physicality. But it's good to see people come in to the setup who can actually match up in, those other sort of departments.
Because it's not going to be easy. I mean, the fact that it's sevens doesn't make it easy. And I mean, all due respect to the other competition, to the people who are participating in the Africa Sevens, but Uganda, in my own thinking, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and maybe Namibia, because Namibia are not as formidable in sevens. But those 3 countries are the ones that are going to be giving Kenya a run for them.
That was going to be my next question. It's going to be like, who do you think is going to give us a run? Because I saw the Ugandan squad, and I know I saw Michael Walker in that squad, and I'm like, oh, okay. So they have the usual guys. I mean, I didn't see Ivan Magomu, but anyway, they have the usual guys. And we're here, with this fresh, new, young squad. But hey, I think we've got it in us.
But I think it's needed, because first, let's be real. Look, say for South Africa, Kenya is the only other core country on the 7th circuit. Not even Uganda. Uganda is an invitational side. Namibia, I don't even think get invited. Let's start there, right? Zim do get invited occasionally. So Kenya and South Africa are the only core teams, right? So ideally, that means the talent in Kenya is, from a 7th standpoint, is a bit higher than the other countries that we're seeing. We have the odd Namibia who've chosen to focus on 15s, and kudos to Namibia, because they're the ones who are getting it right. But the other countries don't really have the pool of players that Kenya does have. So Kenya can afford to choose a 2nd string or even 3rd string side
for this tournament.
Because they're, their eyes are set on the prize, which is the HSB 7th circuit. So I think it's...
I like that we have the luxury to do that now.
Yes, exactly. I do like the fact that we have the luxury to do that.
But hey, let's wait for the technical bench to be set up. And let's wish the boys the best of luck, of course.
True, that's true.
Very well done to the first-time call-ups. And the guys who come back, Mugaisi, we see you.
2 jumps, we see you. Michael Wajala, that is.
But tell us what you think about this squad. You can find us on social media. That is by following us on Instagram, liking our page on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Demi Duffield.
And I'm Naro Kamuye.
See you in part 2.